Would you look at that? Of course, the dog's walking. They're kicking up dry. See? So, August 31st. Yeah. What time is it? Oh, it's 7 o'clock now. I'm lazy this morning because it's raining and the traveler's not in yet. Although maybe I should have come and cleaned some of that up before it got wet. Except it was raining when I woke up at 5:30. But mark this on the calendar. So far we have another 2/100ths of an inch for the month of August. That makes 4/100ths of an inch total. I mean, it's just unheard of in the last 5 years. Something else about August 31st. It's Thailand's birthday today. God, she's old. So, yeah, she's been getting here before now. Obviously, she's being a little slow this morning because that's not her coming. And I'm just walking around because, well, get these out of the house. The bike I ride is currently, yeah, everybody wants in, is currently in the Big Bale barn, since Becky thought I should bring the awning in. And I'm going to put those right there on the catch-all welder. It needs new handles. Whiskey, you know, you make a good roadblock. He really does. Looks like a day to, well, we got to feed some bales today. But it looks like a day to do a little cleaning in here. Get the 5288 in and get the oil changed. Still debating. Nobody asked you. I'm still debating on whether I try to fix that or just take it to Tom. I mean, you know, at some point in time, I gotta try that scratch start MIG. Or something. Because, you know, having Ty bring Maury's welder out to set up for aluminum, or, you know, having to take stuff to Tom, it gets old after a while. Maybe I just need to dig the stuff up and put back on that old girl. The reason it was all taken off was that had to go in to get some work done to it. And the control for the spool gun mounted right here. It's like a 6x6x12 box with gas hose into the back of it. Just wires running to it and out of it, I guess. So, you know, when you got to take everything off, that had to all come off. Because they had to take all the shields off to get in. I don't know what it was they changed. It was I think it was a mag switch. But you still got to take the welder apart to get to it. So that is why we didn't have it on, and we got it back and didn't have time to put it on, and we were fixing stuff. And I mean, the welder was running every freaking day for a couple of months. And it's like, yeah, we didn't have any aluminum come in, so we didn't put it back on. Then a couple years later, it's like, yeah, let's go. Oh man, shit, the cable's all screwed up. Which probably ain't any different than this one. Shh, don't tell nobody. It's got an anti-skiv vinyl coating on part of it. So that's what the other one is like, is what that one is underneath the anti-skiv vinyl coating. What do you think, Red? You're wet. Because you were laying on the porch and the awning wasn't out. Yeah. I think they're liking it. We'll get there. Hey, look at that. Now we're up to 1/4 inch rain for the month. And she's being grumpy because, you know, the only time I've seen her is a couple seconds. And I didn't wish her a happy birthday today.
25 today. Halfway to 50.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Ha ha. She's almost half her mother's age. Ha ha. And look at who we got here.
So I just got dressed. I can't fit into my 0 to 3 month closing anymore.
Sitting up like a big girl.
So I got 6 month closing now.
I think I already got all the smiles and giggles out of her.
6 to 9 month closing.
But I mentioned a leak earlier. I think I need a flashlight.
Right behind
I need a
Tyler.
flashlight. Ty's hiding the flashlights. I think I might have gotten it. There's still a little drip, but you see how much is in that?
Yeah.
That's what 2/10 of an inch did in here.
In just a little over an hour and a half.
There's a drip hanging right there in the middle of the beam if you can see it. But it's not going drip, 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 drip like it was. So I'm hoping what's dripping is what's just soaked in up there. I found a rip in the top. Filled her with some blackjack. One that she missed when she was using the other stuff. I was too wet to try to use any of the other stuff. Yeah. I know it had to have been there because we had a fir branch that come out of the neighbor's tree that was laying on the ground out here. You know, like in May or June. So hopefully that's done. Kind of a pain because it's too wide to put a piece of tin over. Don't know what happened to this thing, but she don't want to turn over. So we'll see what we get here. She decided she's going to bring her car back instead of the service truck. That's fine. Now it'll click solenoid and then the voltage drops. So I don't know if we got a bad cell on a battery or what. But the idea was to get the oil change in today. So, yeah. Those jumper cables she's got, they're little tiny. I mean, they're way smaller than my pinky. It must be light coating and a lot of wire. I don't know. I mean, they do better than most much bigger ones. Really, they're barely, well, here we go. Ain't no bigger than that. Actually, probably smaller than that. I didn't think it was going to fire. Hooked it up for about a minute and asked her what the voltage said. And she hit it and it cranked slow about 2 turns and let right off. So I said, those jumper cables, I don't know where she got them. I'm surprised they really work, but they do. Got me an audience. They're both just staring at me. So, yeah, nice day. Ty went up to speed the Traveler up before I came out to try to start this. She spun all the way up the hill. Of course, she had the red bike and it's got bulb tires. So, hey, but hey, you know, we've got probably down there 3/10 of an inch now. I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, we could have done a lot of other things before we got the rain, but tomorrow is supposed to be 80 or 85 degrees and sunny. You know how nice that's going to be, right? Yay. They've gotten old enough that part of the time on a warm day, I get a black hand from grabbing a hold of them. So here's the new ones. They're a little shorter. Half-inch shorter, I guess. Oh well. They didn't have a hole in the end, and that one I got off a little bit. But, hey, bolt punch for making gaskets. I didn't have anything better to use, so yeah, I marked up the end of this. Little Powercraft ratchet. And I took my knife to that one and cleaned it up a little. It wouldn't cut that side. But a little glue on there, slip them on. Oh yeah, I gotta make something, or maybe I'll just put a washer on that one. It's supposed to look like that. And then I'll adjust these over to it. And it'll be done. Looky there, fancy, fancy. This one was broke. Rather than cut the end off and screw it around, I just put 2 washers on there. They're all right. This one I trimmed the end off and trimmed the bushing in it so we go all the way in. And then I got this adjusted and found there was an issue. If you went like this, the throttle stayed there. So that's not the best trim job. Wish I would have known that beforehand. I could have actually trimmed it appropriately. But I didn't know that. So it just got cut to work. And now she's going to bring a tractor in and dump the oil. Little Miss Duck. And I don't know if you can see it or not. The swallow nest under the bridge looks to me like there's still babies in it. But this is what caught my eye when I came in here. That pipe comes from a spring that is literally right about there. There hasn't even been a trickle out of that. Even with all their irrigating right over the top of it, there has not been a trickle out of that in a month. We get 4.5 tenths of rain today, and that's running like it does in the winter. Kind of crazy. And yeah, you love the way this is along here. That's what happens when the muskrat and the nutria dig everything out underneath. And they dig behind the pieces going into the bridge. Yeah, gotta love that. That pipe, you notice there's a coupler right there. That's because that pipe used to be another 3 feet longer to get over the edge of the bank. But like I said, when the rodents dig everything out, it all falls apart. So anyway, kind of interesting that that little bit of rain makes an old spring percolate again. That probably means the one in the little 3-corner piece might be percolating again. And the one over there by that cedar tree, I mean, we had water running through there anyway from irrigating, but it might be percolating again. So anyway, we didn't get the oil changed in the tractor yet. It got dropped, and then we had lunch, and Becky had to take my mom in to get her carpet ordered. She's doing that after all. And time she got back, we were babysitting Blakely for a while. It was good to visit with Blakely for a bit. I haven't seen much of her in a couple of days. I've been a little busy. Yeah, he's sneaking up on me. I have to watch out. These land sharks will get me. I don't know what he's staring at. But he wasn't anywhere near me when I rode over here. But anyway, we'll finish that and figure out if we're doing anything else for the rest of the day or not. A couple things I'd like to get done, but I like to get in up there and drag the big rotary mower out, because I got a couple fields I want to run it around the outside and get them cleaned up. But yeah, that's all on dirt right there, and that's not a good thing to try to get into right now, unless I really want to mud the driveway up. And I just shut the irrigation off because it's finally in. I don't know why it slowed down. I sped it up earlier. I thought it'd be in by about 10 o'clock, and it wasn't in at lunch. So, but it's in now, so it's off. I'm going to leave it off because tomorrow I think Ben's coming to knock those cedars down. And then Sunday, Maury's going to get a truck and trailer in up there to get it all cleaned up. So I really don't want to screw that up. I don't need him making ruts, so we'll just leave it off for a couple days. And maybe by then you'll be able to see the difference between irrigated and just rained on. Makes a big difference. And she is sneaking around here. I don't know where she went. I saw her go that way. Behind the tree. I don't know that we've shown how we do this. Use the old swing spout. She's throwing empties at me. Anyway, getting to most of these things to pour oil in them is a pain in the ass. So this happens to hold 5 gallons, which works out just right. But fill the swing spout up, dump it in the hole, leave it there, fill 4 jugs up, just pour them right through the swing spout, and then fill the swing spout up again and empty it. 5 gallons. And while it's in here, after she's done with that, we fire it up. I'm gonna blow the crap out of the alternator because it's full of shit. Like stuff she won't trip on it when she comes back in with the swing spout full, right? And of course, somebody's always where you want to walk. Anyway, that's what she looks like. You know, I already pulled a couple of these out that were sticking out, but that's all dirt packed in around part of that. So we'll blow out what we can. Hopefully make her last a few more years. Kind of a pain with that shield on. You can't get to the front, but still get it blown out as good as you can. And it's all went pretty good because my phone vibrates like crazy. People sending me shit all the time. I swear. And I just told Ty while it's in here, at least take the broom to the inside of the cab. I mean, it ain't bad, but it ain't good. You got dust and shit there. Get it all swept out good. Dang, camera don't want to focus. They've enjoyed themselves today. We got almost a half-inch of rain from 5:30 till noon. Then it quit raining, it was nice, and now it's a heavy mist. One of those that screws you up when you're trying to drive down the road because your wipers are too much or they're not enough. So anyway, Ty's gone. I'm going in. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. We'll see what really happens, you know? Oh, I gotta take the ladder down yet. I don't know if I mentioned it before, like a thumbnail sized rip. Oh, just about straight up from where that sticker is on the window. Any end so far. But it's smeared full of stuff. And it quit leaking. That's 90% of it. So, Red says thanks for watching. Hope you all had a good Thursday. Hope everybody has a great Friday.